things change. My jean size started changing. I used to wear 501s that were baggy as hell, you know what I'm saying? Now they're like fitted, you know? They're not skinny jeans or no shit like that, but they're fitted. But entropy happens, you just have to accept it. It's happening with you. It's happening with him. It's happening with him. Chance the Rapper said, we don't do the same drugs no more. It happens, change happens, man, you know? It sucks sometimes when it has to happen because you find yourself getting better and some people stay how they are, you know? So we don't do the same drugs no more. You know, some of my chicks I used to be with back in the day, man, we used to get so high, man, and we used to get so high, man, just all day, just popping Molly and Adderall and going to the club on GHB on top of all that shit and just, ooh, it felt so good. My body misses it sometimes, but, you know, I found something that feels better. That's a lady, so. You just gotta accept it, entropy, as it happens. I think being an artist, authenticity is a must because Dead Prez said, but if you're a liar, liar, pants on fire, wolf cry, agent with a wire, I'm gonna know it when I play it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know. People get called out, like he ain't really from that hood, he's saying this, he ain't really about that life, and you hear that about so many people, oh, he was a cop, and this, and he's a snitch, and you know, authenticity is very important when you're an artist. You know what I mean? Nobody want no fake Van Gogh shit. You know what I'm saying? They want some real, they don't want no knockoff Basquiat shit. You know what I'm saying? You want the real thing, pure dope. You don't want nothing that's cut. And that's the same thing with artistry. All of it is artistry. You know, Quincy Jones said, rap what you know, Tech, and people will forever feel you. Thank you for telling me that, Quincy Jones, in '97, because I started tapping into emotion. And when you tap into emotion, you reach all types of people, because different races and different religions and different cultures and all this shit that man created that put barriers in between us. One thing that we all have in common are emotion, happiness, sadness, confusion, you know what I'm saying, madness, you know what I mean, just all of it. That's what Quincy Jones taught me, to tap in to emotion. People will forever feel you. Now it's looking like he was right. I feel like I'm Dracula, man. I feel like Vlad 3. I feel like Alucard. I feel like immortal. I'm not growing old in my face or anything, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, my hair burnt out because I dyed it red, you know what I'm saying, so many times. So. But I feel like Vlad the Impaler, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I can do this forever, like live forever, and I will, just like Tupac is in music, forever immortalized, you know. The fact that that song's done so much for me and is still doing things for me now, and that I did it just naturally, I didn't have a target for anybody, just showing people how I party, and if I party, they'll party with me, and then that song ended up in Alpha Dog movie and shit like that, like when, you know, Mazursky was beating up everybody at the party and shit, and Best Caribou Lou playing in the back, you know, that was like my first time ever having music in a movie. I was like, yes, you know, but I didn't plan it for that. That's the beauty of it. I didn't plan for Fragile to be a radio song with me and Kendrick. It was a good song, Mayday sent to me, and with Kendall Morgan on it, you know. I didn't plan for that shit to go. Like, Hood Go Crazy, I knew it was a party track. When I heard it, I'm like, oh yeah, I can dance to that because I'm an old school dancer. I pop like a break dancer, B-boy, you know, that's me. So when I hear something that's moving like that, that's always been in my career, I'll fucking make a song like dun 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 dun. Tech N9ne, I ain't used the drag rap Trigger Man shit, dun 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 dun, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of shit I always had. So Hood Go Crazy was just one of the ones that made me move. I just didn't know that it was gonna move everybody else. I just figured if it moved me, maybe it will move some other people. So I'm saying all this to say that Caribou Lou, I did all this natural. So I didn't have no target. That's what's beautiful. It's happening on its own. Beautiful music is happening on its own. It's spreading on its own. It's not us promoting it in any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Caribou Lou it's been there since 2006. And it just keeps popping up in movies, and it just kept, Travis said, man, I hate that we missed that one, man. We didn't do a video for it. It's showing us. It keeps popping up. It's never gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? It's a staple. I'm gonna have to do it on stage forever, and I don't have a problem with that. Myself today is the best I've ever been. For what I've done all back then, hiding my shyness behind the face paint and the mask, myself now is a better me than I've ever been in my life. The only thing about being so bad back then is now that you're better, you're challenged by other people that love you because the guy you used to be, they think it'll come back. You know what I'm saying? They think the drug addict will come back. They think the cheater will come back. They think all that shit will come back when I'm a better version of me. In every move I make, I'm gonna keep getting better. You know what I'm saying? Keep on getting better lyrically. And you know, a lot of people say, you know, some people say, they say, your old shit is the best, you know, back when you was doing drugs and all that. I said, that's because you're caught right there. That's nostalgic for you. You know what I'm saying? There's some Ice Cube records that are nostalgic for me. Back then, I was like, that's the one right there. But that don't mean all this other shit wasn't dope. You know what I'm saying? It's that the people are stuck in that because it was a point in time in their life where they were having fun, or these records remind them of something. And then it's that record that said, hold on, that ain't the Tech N9ne I remember. Yes, it is. It's just a different thing happening now because he's changing, and now the industry is starting to take notice, and all the major MCs or all the mainstream rappers are starting to want to work with Tech N9ne. And Wayne was first, you know what I'm saying? When he said he wanted to put me on the Carter 4 with Andre 3000, and he did. And then, you know, everything started happening after that. You know what I'm saying? T.I., you know, 2 Chainz, B.O.B., you know what I'm saying? Eminem, Corey Taylor, you know, The Doors. You know, just everything just started gelling, man. I'm a better version of me right now. And I just want to keep getting better and better and better until I'm the best. One just walked in, man. One of the latest ones, you know what I'm saying? One I've been wanting to sign for years, but he worked his way back to Kansas City, you know, after being out in Vegas for so long, you know what I'm saying? Worked his way back, and when he worked his way back to KC, I felt like that was my time to strike, like, it's time. Because he's been doing it on his own all these years, and he's from our hood and everything, man, and just grew up to be such a fucking murderer. JL is gonna make my fans say, Tech, yeah, you need to step it up. And that's what I need. I need a motherfucker to shake me up and like, shit, I gotta rap harder now, you know what I'm saying? That's what I keep around me, to keep me sharp. Because if there's a gang of whack niggas around you, you're gonna be that. Not around me. Not around me, we're a force. People gonna know real soon too. You know what I mean? All my artists are vicious MCs. You know, Murs is one of them. Everybody we got, man, got something to say. With JL, he's gonna say dipkus. He created that word. It stands for do it big, keep it strange. I ain't even think of that shit. I'm like, damn, why didn't I think of that? That's fucking dope, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking dope, dipkus. It sounds like some crazy shit. You know, so you gotta look out for JL, because he's coming the quickest. And I mean that in every way, coming the quickest. I feel like that if you're an artist from a certain area and you don't bang that area, and you move somewhere else and bang that area because it's a bigger place, I think that's bullshit. If NWA can talk about Compton and get the whole world on Compton, why can't we do it in KC, in our streets? You know what I'm saying? Because all that happened is the Compton niggas moved to our neighborhood and fucked us all up too, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Very important to rep your section in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Axl Rose during Guns N' Roses repped his city. I don't know where he's from. All I know is if we from Kansas City, we gonna bang Kansas City. Even though I lived in LA in 93, 97, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Fuck that. Born and raised in Kansas City, Missouri. I bang that shit everywhere I go. All over the world. KC, Monroe, super important to rep your city. This be the one them called Tech N9ne, and this is all deaf music.